Okay, custom rigs are... Okay, they're hard. They're really hard. But I'm gonna do my best to explain them to you. This was originally going to be part of a big tutorial video making, but then someone decided that they had to make their own one before mine came out, so this is where we are now. So if you want to know how to do this, you're pretty much going to need to know like everything else about modding, including like adding meshes and stuff, and like shader swapping. And there's going to be a little bit of animation modding in here, which isn't really public yet, but it should be pretty easy to get. Because yeah, you need to do animation changes to actually have the animatronic the new bone positions actually working. So yeah, but hopefully we can do that with no issues. So yeah, this will be the longest part, would have been the longest part of that mega tutorial, because I'm gonna really go in depth with it, and I'm gonna make sure that you guys have no issues and you can do it with like any character, and it doesn't come out looking like a SillyStar mod. Okay, so all you're gonna need for this is UABE, Unity Asset Bundle Extractor, not Studio, Asset Studio GUI, Blender, and Unity Hub. I'm not sure if you need to have this version, but I have a very specific version, which I think is 2018.4.26, installed with Unity Hub. So yeah, go install Unity Hub and install you probably just do the latest one, but I have a very specific version, which I think, I'm just gonna check it now. Yeah, 2018.4.27 F1. So yeah, that's the version I have. I don't know if you need that, but that is the version that you can use. You're also going to need the script in there, which I'm going to put in later in the video. I'll also add like the script in the description, like a link to it, like a text document with it. But yeah, that's really what you need for this. Oh, and of course the model you want to be rigged in game. It's easier if the model's already rigged. We can just rename all the bones and like reformat it. But it doesn't have to be rigged as long as you know how to rig it with Blender, which shouldn't be too hard. Yeah. Alright, so before we start, let's look at how we have to format the rig. After this, I'll just actually show you with an actual example. But yeah, this is what a FNAF AR rig looks like. So the rig itself, it doesn't have a lot of bones, but they're all weirdly rotated. Ignore that, we'll get to that later. But yeah, it starts with the transform bone, or transform BN as they call it. Every bone has _BN at the end, it's really weird. But transform bone isn't actually a bone, it's the entire armature, it's the rig. So the rig itself is called a transform bone, and that's pretty important. So yeah, if you're gonna make a new rig for your mesh, make sure you name it transform bone, as it's written on screen right now. All of the bone names have to be perfect, and all have to have the correct capitalization and like words and everything. Otherwise they won't work in game. Unless of course you're adding new bones, but then your game object's gonna have to be the same as the new bones. We'll get to that though, don't worry about that. But yeah, the first actual bone that comes off the transform bone is a child of the transform bone. It's called root bone, or root BN. And this is basically the root of the model. It's at the base of the feet, and when you move it around, it'll move every other bone. It's the model's root. But it's also not, we'll get to that. But yeah, this is the only bone that doesn't need a vertex group, the rest of them will. Because the rest of them actually animate stuff. So most FNAF AR rigs, after the root bone, will go to the hip bone. Which is the model root. It's the root bone in Unity, but despite there being an actual root bone. It's really weird, but yeah, you want to make that child of the root bone. And yeah, it's basically the center of the model, that's why it's the root. But yeah, then the hip bone has 3 kids, well, 3 child bones, as they call them. Basically, bones that are parented to it. So you have left leg 01, or L_leg_01_bone, and then R_leg_01_bone, and then spine_bone. So yeah, the rig is built from the hip bone outward for the rest of the rig. So each leg from there has 3 bones, which start with L or R, depending on what side they are on. It's the characters, by the way. So like if you look at it straight on, it's not like left, right, no, it's backwards. It's what the character sees, I guess. So like the left leg is the left leg of the character from their perspective. So you gotta remember that, because that's pretty important. Yeah, the bones end with 0 and then a number depending on which leg part it is. So 01 is the thigh, 02 is the calf, and 03 is the foot. Phantom Freddy is the only character with 04, which is his toes, which I don't even think is used. But yeah, the same applies to the arms. It goes right arm 01, right arm 02, right arm 3, left arm 1, left arm 2, left arm 3. But they don't connect directly to spine bone. They connect to left clavicle and right clavicle bone, obviously, which are connected to the spine, and then it's the arm 01 bones attached to those. For most models, at least. Some might not even have clavicles, some might not even have a spine, like Balloon Boy. But yeah. So yeah, you want to make it just like correct for the rig that you're replacing, like whatever character you're replacing. So yeah, the last bones are the neck bone, which attaches to the spine, and then the head bone, which attaches to the neck. And from there, depending on the model, there'll be a bunch of like different children for the head bone. So the main ones are jawbone, left eye bone, right eye bone. If the character has ears with one section, like Freddy or Foxy, it'll just have left underscore ear underscore bone and right underscore ear underscore bone. But if the ears have more than one section, more than one bone, like Bonnie, or like a rabbit, basically, it'll be left ear 01 bone and right ear 01 bone, because there'll be an 02. Yeah, there's also usually left upper lid bone, left lower lid bone, right upper lid bone, and right lower lid bone. A bunch of characters have those. Also attached to like right arm 03 and left arm 03, there might also be some finger bones, but that's only really for the toys and like Baby and stuff and Springtrap. Yeah, and sometimes you get some weird ones like a face cover for Phantom Freddy, Ballora, and Baby. But yeah, that's basically all you need to know about bones and how a rig really looks. We'll be looking at one anyways soon. So yeah, let's apply that knowledge to an existing rig. If you don't have a rig, you can make a new one by adding an armature to a model, and then adding more bones by going like Shift A, or like add armature in edit mode. Just look up a tutorial on YouTube for Blender rigging. But yeah, you want to make sure your rig, it'll use vertex groups and not automatic weights. We'll actually be doing some like rigging here, I think, showing you how to make some vertex groups to go with the bones very soon. But yeah. Alright, now we're in Blender. Awesome. Here's the character I'm using. It's the name of Webware. So yeah, let's actually get the character's rig that we're going to replace and put it next to our new rig, so we can see exactly how the rig should look, because it definitely shouldn't look like this. Yeah, make sure that the character you're using is sort of similar to the shape of this character, like bone-wise. I mean, not really bone-wise, because look at all the spine stuff. But yeah, like shape-wise, like it's a Freddy with like a jaw, a head, 2 eyes, eyelids, 2 ears, only 1 ear segment. He has a hat bone, but I think I might just add that to the head. But yeah, you want to have as few new bones as possible, so we're gonna have to like merge a lot of these together, like all of these spine pieces. And I don't know if I want to do fingers, so I might not do fingers, although, you know, you can, definitely. You can just choose a character that has fingers, like Toy Freddy you could do. But yeah. I'm doing Nightmare Fredbear, so I'm gonna pick a character with a pretty basic rig. Like Freddy, or Bonnie. I think I might do Bonnie, actually, because Freddy's file is in shared core, and that makes things pretty annoying. Okay, so how do we get Bonnie's rig, and put it in here to look at? It's pretty simple. You open Unity, Asset Studio GUI, whatever. And then you want to go to wherever you have your like FNAF AR like files for the game, or you can download it specifically for this, but I just have all of them in a file. I'm gonna go to Bonnie, I'm gonna go here, this is the latest version of Bonnie, and whoa, it's Bonnie, okay. But yeah, so we go to Asset List, and then we go to Animator, and here's Bonnie's Animator. So we can go here, we can go Export, Animator plus Animation Clips. Later on, we are actually gonna like go and select some animation clips like this, like here's the animator, and hold control, and oh, maybe I want these ones. But we're just gonna do this for now, just the animator. But we'll come back and do that later so we can get some reference for animation. So yeah, we're gonna go animator plus animation clips. I'm just gonna put it straight in here, why not? Now I'll put it on desktop. And yeah, it says exporting, there we go. Sweet as. Okay, perfect. I wrote a script for this part, but I'm not actually going to follow it because I hate following scripts. Alright. So I'm going to go here, and then where's Bonnie? Bonnie. Here we go. It's today. Yep, sweet. Alright, so just going to import it. Just double click it. And whoa, okay, this is a pretty good example of a pretty bad import, which is good because I want to show you what to do in this kind of situations. So the first thing to see is that says Bonnie prefab, and we discussed earlier that a rig should be called transform bone. So this is a pretty good example of some issues we can have. And also this. So this is the plain bone, and it's pretty funky. All you want to do is select Bonnie prefab, or, you know, transform bone, as it should be called. Go into pose mode, select this thing, and H on your keyboard to hide. Bye-bye. Sweet, now where is Bonnie? Well, it's because when you import an FBX into Blender, you can see down here in the orange transform tab, the scale is set to 0.01, 0.01, 0.01. I'm just gonna set these all to 1. And there's Bonnie. Sweet. Okay, so this is a pretty good example of what the size will look like in FNAF AR. So first thing you want to do is get your character's rig, not your character's mesh, your character's rig that should have this mesh in it. If it's not, just like drag it while holding shift and have it over the rig thing. Here we go, bone groups. Uh-oh. How do I remove them? Here we go. Cool, now I've got no bone groups. Awesome. No one likes bone groups. But yeah, I'm going to take this rig, and I'm going to press S to scale. Well, actually first I'm going to set my thing up here. This is where it scales from. You see like this thing here. Where. Gotta make sure it's set to 3D cursor, which is on the world point there. I'm just gonna make sure it's like pretty much Bonnie sized. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now I'm gonna click Bonnie here. I'm just gonna move him over. Oh. Move him over. So we can look at them side by side here. Okay, first thing we want to do is we want to make, well, the main thing we want to do is we want to make NightmareRenderer's rig here work for us. So, okay, first thing we need to do is the rig should be named Transform Bone. So, in here, on the rig tab, the green one here, while we have our rig selected, we're going to go transform bone. Just like that. 001, because we have this one here, let me... There we go. Alright, and we also have to rename this, which will be in the orange tab. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so you see it says Bonnie prefab and then Bonnie in the rig for some reason. That's just Blender being weird. So it does these for some of them. So we don't really have to worry about this. Just ignore Bonnie prefab and Bonnie. It should start at transform bone. But yeah, otherwise it's perfectly normal. Okay, and also they should be in here, but whatever. Alright, it's not actually a bone, it's a rig, so it's really weird. It does this sometimes. But yeah, next of all we have root bone. So I do think we do have a root bone. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna go into edit mode, and I'm gonna rename this bone to, from SeaWorld int to root bone. Perfect. Alright. So what you want to do is you want to just kind of get your rig to be about as close together, well, as close as possible. Not close together, just like as similar as possible. But yeah, you'll also see like a few weird things, like this one goes down, this one goes up. But these go up and that one goes down. We'll get to that. But yeah, I'm just gonna do my best and work through this. So the feet would be left leg 03 bone. I'm gonna leave some bone names in the description probably, so you guys can work through this with me. See, these are jiggle bones, which one of rigs have. No one likes jiggle bones, so what we're gonna do here is I'm actually just gonna... What's the parent of this? Right knee. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna delete the jiggle bones. But if you do delete a bone that you need, you can also just reparent it by clicking the child and then the parent and then Control P, keep offset. and that'll do that. But yeah, 03, and this could be 02. So, these characters are both already pretty T-posed, but I do think I want his jaw to be a little more closed. But I can't do that yet, so I'll do that later. Yeah, I do want to... Your fingers are straight, aren't they? Oh, well, your fingers aren't. Because they're, like, not real. Okay, since we're removing the finger bones, I'm just gonna quickly, like, pose them. Oh, that's looking a bit better posed, I guess. I don't like what that's. I don't like what his thumb's doing though. As fine. Alright, sweet. So, let's finish naming these, right? Okay, now I'm just gonna delete all these finger bones. Well, not yet, actually, I can't do that. First of all, I think the fingers are still, you know, they're still rigged, so what I can do is I can go here. Oh. In the armature rig of the... There it is. I'm gonna... Oh. Apply. And then get the rig. Oh, I think I have to go into pose mode. Apply pose, wrist pose. There we go. Now, this is part of the rig, and if we go into edit mode, you'll see it stays. Nice. Cool, now we can delete all these stupid finger bones. Awesome. Now our arms are starting to look more like Bonnie's, but we are still missing our clavicles. So let's fix that. Yeah, Bonnie has clavicles, right? It would help if I put them in front. Yeah, he has clavicles. Alright. Okay, so let's go pose mode. No, sorry, edit mode. And we're just gonna go Control Shift A. Cool. Add sync. bone. Okay, I'm gonna do SZ just to shrink this down a little bit. There we go, I'm just gonna press S there. Shift D. Sorry. Shift D. Just move over. Probably should have. Here, I'll do this. Shift D. Over. Then I'm gonna select this, then the spine, here and keep offset. Click this, and the spine, here and keep offset. This one, then a new bone, here and keep offset. This one, then the new bone, here and keep offset. Awesome! Okay, now to rename these, this will be right clavicle. Bone, make sure you keep bone there. This one will, left, clavicle, bone. What the fuck? How are they both the same? Why is the rig? I'm renaming the rig. Oopsie. I was in the wrong tab. Bone tab. Thank you. Clavicle, bone. There we go. Right. Fun. Awesome! Now, our rig looks like a FNAF AR one, but it is not acting like a FNAF AR one. In fact, if I go into pose mode right now, none of these will move. Ooh. Oh yeah, rename some of our things for us. Awesome. But yeah, some things are still missing. We have to add the vertex groups. Also, I am gonna... Hey, the jaw's moving. I'm gonna quickly... There we go. Just to keep that. Alright, now in object mode. Go to our vertex thing, and we've got all of our little vertex groups here. Yay! And we can add sections of other ones to other ones. Okay, so hat here. Go into inner mode first. Ugh, I hate this. Select. I'm gonna go to head bone. We're gonna assign, and then we're gonna go to hat, and we're gonna press the minus button. Boom. And now, if I move the... where is it? Head bone. The hat moves with it. Yay! Awesome. Okay. Edit mode. Alright, so let's go right eye. Did I not rename these bones? Oh, I didn't rename the eye bones. Well, I'm gonna do them in here. Spine, neck. Jaw should be parented to head, that's a problem. Alright. Let's take our jawbone, edit mode, jawbone, not jawbone. We're going to go hit bone, and we're going to go Control P, keep offset. Awesome. And that's what, and we could have looked at Bonnie and seen that. Okay, see it. Clavicle's perfect. And then ear. Okay, there we go. This one needs to be bone. Bone. Bug. Killed it. No, I didn't. Where go? Oh, okay, doesn't matter. I'm doing a tutorial. Bone. 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 Perfect. Awesome. And these are all good. Sweet. Now, in theory, moving the eyes. Well, that's not the eye. That's actually... yeah, look, if I move upper lid... I guess it didn't rename the thing. No, it did. That's R upper lid bone. R upper lid bone. Oh, that one's working. L upper lid bone. L upper lid bone. Oh, I guess I was just clicking the wrong one. Okay. So if I move this, yeah, eyes moving. Woohoo! Alt to reset rotation. Okay. Jiggle head. Now this one should be head. Actually, wait. We already have a head bone, so let's just select, go to a head bone, and assign. And then remove this one. Sweet. I'm not going to do this for every single one of them, but as you can see, oh yeah, a head is grooving. That's a really weird place for the head bone to be, by the way. I don't know why it's up there. You know what? Let's move it. So where's Bonnie's head bone? In the middle of his head. We're gonna put it down there as well. So now, yeah, that's more where like a head should be. What's that back there? Jaw and neck. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Oh, here we go. Alright. In mode. Nope, this one. Alright. Jawbone's fine. Jaw piston. That's not a piston, but okay. I'm gonna assign that to jawbone. Jaw int. There we go. Alright. And now all of the bones we have in here end with underscore bone. And hopefully when I go to pose mode and I move the root. Yeah, baby! So now we can actually throw this into FNAF AR. Or can we? Well, you can, but it won't look very good. Okay. So see how these bones are rotated like this? Yeah. FNAF AR devs are on drugs at all times, so we have to fix this. Okay. So we have to do this in edit mode. So spine is up. Perfect. Hip is up, I know this. Perfect. So the base is the part that don't have the lines coming from them. I think. No, the base is like where it rotates from when you have individual organs on. Well, not individual organs, but median point, whatever. But yeah, let's look at these legs. See this? They're pointing to the right for some reason, because Illumix devs do drugs all day. That's what they do. So let's make them match that. Okay, how do I go to this one here, and I'm going to make these straight. Go by towards medium point. Active element. There we go. Active element will do it. Hey guys, just quick editor Orton here. Yeah, okay, so I kind of messed up with the arms here. You'll see that soon. This is actually being recorded after the video. But, yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit. So, what you actually need to do is if I go to Bonnie here. So after you've, like, rotated all of the... Ignore the pose. We'll get to that later. But I'm going to put Bonnie back in here. Alright, so in edit mode, you see I've rotated all the bones how I should have, right? Go to this first. Oh. Right? But they've got roll, and the roll is wrong. So if we go here and we go to the bone tab, the roll is negative 180 here, when it should be 1.3. So, you can fix that by just going in and to Bonnie's one, and getting this, copying it, going to Fredbear, or whoever your character is, and making it the correct one. So this one should also be 1 point. So actually I'll check here, because I'm not sure of that. Go here. Oh, select it. 1.3. So yeah, I was right. Go here. This one. Oh, 1.3. Perfect. And do that for all the bones before you export to Unity. I forgot to do that. I'm very, 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 very sorry. This just makes it so if you ever have to do any other animations that you don't want to like animate, and you just want to use like someone else's animations, just like take the positions from the animation that like the test animation that we made. Just take the positions, not the rotations, and yeah, this will make it so the bones should still be the correct rotation on Bonnie's animations or someone else's. So yeah, love you, bye. Alright, now our rig is ready. Let's test it out, make sure everything is, you know, working as it should. Looking around. Nope, that's an eyelid. That's an eye. Everything is rigged, yep. Let's make him, you know, hand works perfectly fine. Get hit bone here. Give me some eyes. Oh, there was a ear. Let's rotate the ear a little bit. Let's get our jaw. Wow. Don't move clavicle. Clavicle sucks. Get our spine. Make him look at me. Get our other eye here. Oh. Oh, let's make him do the splits. It's not splits. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. Move his feet. Cool. We've got a FNAF AR rigged Fredbear. Yay! It only took like half an hour. But yeah, alright. Alt R. Pose mode to move all the bones back to where they should be. Make sure you're like looking at what mode I'm in at the top, by the way. Oh my god, has it always been this pixelated? I really hope you guys could like see what's going on there. Because god, it's kind of pixely. Let's hope it all came out fine and you understood what I was doing. Because gosh damn, that's actually quite pixelated. Oh my goodness. You can see what I was doing. It's fine. Alright. Cool. Now we don't need Bonnie anymore. Our rig should be the exact same as Bonnie's. Transform, root, hip, spine, blah 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 blah. Transform, root, hips, hip, spine, blah blah. Yeah, it'll be the exact same. If it's not, go back and check that. Make sure it is. Yeah, clavicle goes into arm. Perfect. Alright, and we got left leg goes into left leg 2, left leg 3. We are cooking with gas. Alright, I'm gonna take everything that isn't Fredbear. I'm gonna get it out of here. Cool. Now we got a Fred boy who is ready for FNAF AR. Now, you don't have to do the animation in this step, but I am going to do the animation in this step, so we can actually get the bone positions, because guess what? All the bone positions are going to go back to where they were on Bonnie, and he's going to look like a mess. Unless you have a custom animation, so he's going to look like a... This is dual bone. He's going to look like this. Oh my god, you don't want that. Actually, I kind of like that. But we don't want that. Alt S. Sorry, Alt G. Alt R. Bring all the bones back to normal. I'm gonna select everything right now and Control A, all transforms. Perfect. I'm gonna save this as Fred Bar. Documents. Yes, OBS. I'll just put in custom rig. There we go, save as. Alright. I'm gonna put a texture on him, because I like him. Oh, it's got an endo material, but not an eye material. Of course he doesn't. Wait, does that mean his eyes are like... Is albedo? Ew. Ew. Gross. Anyways, this is a good example of having to merge two materials. But I'm gonna do that some other time, because I don't want to do that. Select. It's on his endo, gross. Select. Okay, I think Bonnie has enough materials for this. You can't add new materials, sadly, so let's actually see how many Bonnie has. Okay, I didn't have to display all assets on. Alright. We have eyes. Okay, no. I'm gonna merge these two together. So, basically, both of these use a texture. So it should be image texture. Hi Bonnie, and apparently Freddy. Nightmare Freddy Endo, where was it? Before Bird, Nightmare Freddy Endo base color. I'll turn this on so I can actually see it. Base color. Image texture. Oh wow, I made Nightmare next to it. Nightmare Freddy base color. I don't know why it's called Nightmare Freddy, but yeah, there he is, wow! And his eyes are part of his endo, which sucks, because I don't want that, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, unless I want his whole thing to glow. Could be cool, but no thanks. Actually, no I don't. Alright. So, let's merge those together real quick. I'm just gonna go into paint.net. I'm just gonna open... No, I'm gonna open... both of these. Alright, how big are these? New 2048 by 2048. I'm gonna resize these to be 24. This one's 4096. Sorry for it, but you don't need that much detail. Show this one first. So paste it there, and paste this one next to it. Make sure it's right next to it perfectly. Beautiful. Alright. It's flawless. Where's the eyes on here, I wonder? God, these look like awful textures. Steelball, I hate you. Oh, is that the eye there? It's in like pieces? Oh. Ugh. Gross. I might make my own eye texture. Okay, so, sorry about that. Cut out for a second there. But yeah, now I've got these right up next to each other. Gonna merge them together. Save as mixed. Cool. And now we need to mix both of these together. So, let's go into edit mode. Select both. Put them both on body. It's not gonna look too good. But then I'm gonna use. Actually, no, don't do that yet. Don't mix them yet. Don't do what I do. First of all, we need to go to, let's go to shading, I guess, and I'm gonna go to UV editor. Select him. Go to Endo. And then go to Image, open a new one. And we're gonna move, just gonna go, here, I'll make this bigger. I'm gonna go View, I'm gonna move our 2D cursor to up here. in this corner where we put the endo texture, because we're on endo right now, and I'm gonna go 1, 1, because, you know, it's all the way up. And then I'm gonna go by, where is it? UV single. Ugh. Multiple UV maps. Gross. Where is it? Here we go. 2D cursor. I'm gonna go S 0.5. Perfect. I'm gonna select body. A. S. Nope. Don't do that yet. Move this over here. There it is. S 0.5. Perfect. Now select sign. Remove. Oh. Remove. Change this texture to mixed elevator. Da-da-da! He's a little less detailed, but he is now one material. Sweet fucking cool! Why is that button like that? Was that button like that before? Yes. Okay, I guess no, everybody just has a really weird button. Unless it's part of the ender. Oh. Here we go, he's slightly blurrier, but it'll be fine. You can just make a bigger texture. Yeah, whatever. Bigger texture. Okay, so now we've got one material. I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna call it, I call it Fredbear Eyes, actually. I'll rename this one to Fredbear Body. Look, it doesn't matter what you name this, they don't care. Alright, Fredbear Eyes. I'm gonna take the eyes. Up. 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 I think that's the whole eyes, okay, and then a sign. So now it should be white, and I have to add a new texture for those. For now, I'll just use mixed albedos. But yeah, I will have to like fix those. I guess I have to do that now. Where are they? Ooh! Steel wool, be smarter, please. I beg of you. Alright, I'm gonna... Yes. 5. No. Yes. 2. What? Oh, no, sorry. Yes. No. Yes, 2. There we go. That brings it back to normal. Now I can use, endo base color again. Yep, back to normal. Cool. Alright, I guess I can just use that for now. Sweet, so this is ready for FNAF AR. Awesome. Yeah, that's really all there is to it. That's ready for FNAF AR. Let's put it in. Okay. I'll worry about textures later. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm very tired as I'm making this, so yeah, whatever. Okay. We're ready. Select this thing, apply our transforms. Go in here, make sure A, Alt R, Alt G, Alt S. Everything's set. He's ready. Let's do this. A, export, FBX. Actually, let's animate him first. So, go here, pose mode, just because we need an animation, otherwise his bones will be all over the place. We only really need the positions, but you know, I'm gonna make my own little animation here anyways. So, get all bones, keyframe, location, rotation, and scale. I'm gonna make him go... I'm gonna make him like gradually get closer to the camera. Awesome. Alright. Select all. Make sure it looks like this up here. The mesh should be parented to this, like I said earlier. If it's not, drag it over here while holding shift onto transform bone. Perfect. A. Export. Nope. export FBX, and this is a very important step. Make sure that apply scalings is set to FBX all. That's very important. Apply transform, I guess. Bake animations on, and add leaf bones is off. We're gonna call it whatever you want, .fbx. This will be the name of your, not prefab, but the thing after prefab. Cool. Now, everything else is in Unity. Oh. Well, there's actually one thing that's not. I forgot to mention it, but you are going to need another thing. I'm going to open a new one here. But you are going to need a program called UTinyRipper, which I guess I forgot to mention. Whoopsie! But yeah. You're going to need that. So... okay, here. We have to put Bonnie in here. That's the animation I'm replacing. Just for like animation-y stuff. So get Bonnie, and chuck them in here. Export, choose a location. I'm gonna go, let's go put them on my desktop. Bonnie. Where is it? Bonnie. There you go. What's this? Open folder. Let's close this. And now we have all of these, including animation clip. Now, if you want your animatronic to not look like crap in all of your animations, you're going to need all of these. So yeah, I'm just going to do idle though, because I don't actually want to release this yet. I might later, but who cares. But yeah, idle. That's all I need right now. And now, yay, Unity's done. Cool. Should look like this. It might be darker if you're using like a newer version, but yeah. You can check Bonnie idle in here. Now, this is actual Bonnie idle animation. It even has animation events, which is what we really needed there. Alright. We're gonna get rid of everything after hip bone, everything after root bone rotation. Unless you want to rotate the root bone, but don't do any transform bone stuff. Yeah, it should look. Oh, wait. One more thing. Plain bone you don't want to touch. Cool. So this is what your thing should look like now. Awesome. This is just so, like, the animatronic is positioned correctly in the workshop and stuff like that. And isn't all over the place broken as hell. So yeah, now what we need to do... yeah, root rotation you should definitely keep with what we're doing. Let's get fretbar.fbx, throw him here, and there he is! It's fretbar! Let's put him in. There he is. Hi, fretbar. Hello. What's fretbar? Alright, awesome. And he should have in his body geo his two materials here. Can't change them, but whatever. I don't care. Yeah. Don't have to change any of this. Can if you want to, but you don't have to. Yeah, so let's make a new empty. I don't think you have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways because it's how I've always done it. Make sure it's at 0, 0 up here. Name it. Rename it to Fretbar Prefab. Gonna put it in here. I'm gonna drag Fretbar Prefab down here. There we go. Now we have a little prefab of him. Hey! And we're gonna put this in a new asset bundle. We're gonna call it Fretbar. But how do we make asset bundles? Well, first of all, you need to have a folder. Going quickly here now. And we edit it like that. Alright, you got that? Editor. Now, we need to go get a script, and the only place I know it from is in the 7 minutes. Here we go. No. I go here. It'll be in the description for you. Don't worry about it. This is where I got it from. And you want to take this, and you want to go... I might link this blog post in the description, or I might do like a document or whatever. Go here, and we're going to go in here into editor. You'll notice it looks different. Ooh. I'm going to go create C# script. We're going to call it create asset bundles. Make sure it's named exactly like that. I'm going to open it. I forgot to do the animation thing. I'll do that, whatever. Doesn't matter. And just get rid of all this. Control V, put that in there. Control S to save. close this. And now we can make asset bundles. You'll see in assets, build asset bundles has appeared at the bottom. Awesome. Cool, and good, and great even. Transform bone, root bone, head bone. Yeah, it's all named correctly. Yeah, this should be right. Yeah, okay. We go to animation here. We should have our animation. There it is. That we made. If we watch it here, you should see it. Cool. Anyways, I'm so stupid. Alright, get everything from hip bone down. Select all that. Copy. Go to Bonnie Idle and paste. Nice. Oh, that's why there was nothing showing, because there was no frames. Forgot about that. We removed all the rotations. Look, now it's moving. See? Perfect. Awesome. Put this into Fretbar. And this is also in Fretbar. And now we build asset bundles. Probably should have looked at how big Fredbear was first. How big is he? Oh, that's like Katrina to a Chica big. It'll be fine. Hey, and now streaming assets appeared. Perfect. Now, go to where it stores this. Where did you make your thing? For me, it's in my D drive, and then users, and then Orton, and then new Unity project, and then assets, and then streaming assets, and then just a second, we should be able to see Fretbar. That is your data file, but obviously you can't put that into FNAF AR, it's got none of the scripts. So, we can get our character from here and put it into a working data file. Yay! This is the fun part. No, it's not. None of it's fun. Especially this part. Yeah, we gotta unpack it. And look at this. We got our character, baby. Alright. So you're gonna need a few specific things. First of all, you're gonna need SkinnedMeshRenderer. You are going to learn to hate SkinnedMeshRenderers. I hate them. But yeah, okay. SkinnedMesh. And we're also gonna need a mesh. This is also extremely important, obviously, because that's the model. Oh. Alright. Red eyes, red body. I'm just gonna check which ones these are. 619. And in custom rig, in our SkinnedMeshRenderer. I'm just doing this because I find it easier. Hey, look, you saw these earlier. So this, I'm going to name this to, Bonnie Game Object, to remind myself what that's going to be. That's not what we're going to set as final. So, okay, this is 619, so this is eye material. And then this one's obviously body material. This is in the material section here. Okay, and then mesh, that's obviously just the mesh. And then root bone. Okay, first of all, we want to change the extent at the bottom here to 99, 9, 9. I'm going to save this, and we'll come back to it later. Perfect. Alright, last thing we need is, I don't think we need the avatar, but we definitely do need Bonnie Idle, which we're going to call Fredbear Test Animation. Cool, we didn't have any new bones here. I'll add new bones in maybe a part 2 of this tutorial, which might be in the mega tutorial. Yeah, I probably could have had like one new bone in here, but you know, who cares, I'll do it later. Yeah, you don't really need that anyways. Mesh, SkinnedMeshRenderer, animation, that's really what we need. Alright, so now you want to have UAS open, with Bonnie, and you want to have another UAS, sorry, ASG, I guess, SSTOGY, with the one you made. The users, Orton, new project, assets, streaming asset, Fredbar. right here. Awesome. All you need to open in this one is, oh, make sure you have display assets, game object, and transform. Alright. Have this on one tab, and then have this one on another, with just like all, I guess. The right. Now we can start working through our SkinnedMeshRenderer. Where is it? There it is. So, we need to replace these with things in Bonnie. So Bonnie game object is what I put here, and that's because it is a game object called Bonnie. It's usually just the name of the character as a game object. So you see this path ID here, we're going to hover over it, right click, copy text. Make sure we leave a space between the equals. Perfect. We're going to be doing a lot of that. So body material. Let's get material. Bonnie body, copy. Eye material. Copy. Mesh. Should be easy, there's only one mesh. Copy. Perfect. Alright. Now the rest of them, you'll only need game object for. Because they are transforms. You don't want these anymore, you want to get the thing that's in them. So yeah, we'll start off by, we have to figure out what this is. So, copy it. Paste it. Copy this with game object so you can see what's named. Paste it. Root bone. Find root bone, I'm sort by name here. Copy the transform in here, the component. Copy. Done. And that's one. So now we have to do this quite a lot. One. I already know what this is, it's gonna be hip bone, but you know, yeah, hip bone. Hip bone. Copy that. And also hip bone should be your root bone. Down here. Perfect. Alright, what were we on? 3. Oh gosh, we're on this one. Right? Yeah, okay. Copy. So yeah, I'm gonna go quiet here because I hate this part. Spine line. So next is probably one of the clavicles or the neck. There is sometimes an order, but I wouldn't risk it. Neck. Up to neck is head. I'm not even gonna check this. Yes, I am, because I love you guys. Yep, you can see from all of those children, this is definitely the head. Yep. Head bone. Left ear 01. Step it up. Here. I got confused. Where is it? Right eye. Here it is. I'm just gonna check I didn't mess up before. Okay. Okay, I didn't mess up before. Okay, awesome. Oh, no, I need game object. Don't need transform. Rid of that. Perfect. Alright. We're on this one, right? This one was right eye. Yep, okay, so cool, we're on this one. Poem 0, wow. I think next one is like one of the ear ones, I think. Don't worry about like having a rig that has like, because like Bonnie's got like right ear 02 and left ear 02, but my one doesn't. Don't worry about not using some of the bones. You don't have to use every bone. You can just leave some bones like there. This is the clavicle, we get to the fun part. Nope, it's jaw. I think now we get to the fun part. Okay, here we go. Left clavicle. This is the fun part. Left clavicle, we know that goes into left arm 01. This is the only like time we can do this really, is for the arms and legs. Which goes into, oh gosh, wait. Okay, this is left clavicle up here, right? Wait, this one here. Yeah, 2-6, this one must be left clavicle, right? Okay, that's perfect. Alright, left arm 02. Yeah, okay, perfect. And this one should be left arm 3. But alright, and this one should be right clavicle, but I'm gonna double check. Heck yeah! That's the fun part. Alright, right arm 1. Right arm 2. Now we're out of arms, we're out of the fun part. Fun part's gone. Fun part died. Left leg 01. Oh, we're back in the fun part. Because we know that left leg goes, well, left leg 01 goes into left leg 02. It'll be right after it. And then left leg 03. If you aren't sure, just like check anyways. Like after left leg 03. Oh wait, there's only 3 bones left. It has to be right leg. Okay. Right leg 3, and then for root bone, I did it before, but it has to be hip bone. Some characters use transform bone as the root bone as well. It'll be weird. But yeah, now we're done. So the mesh is Bonnie's mesh, the materials, the right materials from here, the game object is the Bonnie game object. It'll explain the name of the character. Cool. The hard part is done. That's me blowing like a party popper or something, I don't know. But yeah, now we can actually start the mod. So open Bonnie. Recording, right? Oh, thank god. Alright, now we're gonna go... So first of all, I'm gonna change his albedo. Oh, no wait, it's in here. Of course, no. Down, don't snap me for it, there it is. So, is our mixed albedo that we made? Okay, Bonnie, I think, is, his emission's all black, so that's fine. Yeah, I think it should be fine. So we don't touch that. Normal map. I think we should probably use this normal map. Oh, but this, I think, okay, we need to do the thing again for this, but I think we also need to, like, make it work for... what's it called? OpenGL? Bonnie normal. Now we have mixed normal. You can be friends. Sorry, I got sidetracked a lot in this tutorial, but I just wanted to have everything for you guys. Also, I'm very tired. MRAC, we have a mixed MRAC. Now, you don't have to do like mixed stuff like I did. I did that because now we've prepared 2 body materials, which is really weird. And I just want it. And Bonnie only has a body material and an eye material, and you know. You can convert body materials to eye materials and vice versa though, if you need to. Just like message me if you need to do that. Like, if you're out of materials, whatever. Emission. I'm gonna use that image I saw earlier. Actually, in, I think it's in Lolbit's file, I have like a... No, it's not. Okay, where's this? The feather folder. Where's my feather folder? Here it is. Black. Okay. I don't remember naming those that, but whatever. Wait, I picked the right one, alright. Let's hope I did. Do it again just in case. I got my friend named those. Alright, I didn't do a map icon, I don't need to. Okay, SkinnedMeshRenderer, this is important. Import dump, and do the one that we made. Cool. Let's save this real quick. In case it crashes. Actually, they won't fix anything, but you know. Mesh, this is important. Import our mesh. Now we wait. But yeah, if you want your custom rig to not look bad on like every animation other than the ones you change, you're gonna need to change the other ones as well. You can just put the replace the position keyframes though for everything hit, bone, and under in the animations for all of them. If you wanna like keep them good and good. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, and then last thing we need is to change idle so we can see our test animation. There we go. Alright. Now he's done. Other than the eye material, but I'll do that later. His eyes will look a bit weird, but it's fine. Let's save Bonnie. Cool. Now, let's put this into FNAF AR. Awesome. Shanghai Zhang Zing Network Technology Cooperative. Okay. Alright, there we are. Electronics. Bonnie. Put my save in here. I could have also compressed it, but I didn't want to. Let's go. It's Fred Beer save Bonnie. There we go. And now let's show you it. Show you my custom rig that I made. And there we are. With our custom animation and all. The eyes actually don't look bad as well. I guess because we used Bonnie, I guess they just lined up perfectly for them to look good. Awesome. Ah. It seems I might have messed up on the arm rotations a little bit. Yeah, I think I might have messed up the arm rotations. Well, that's fine. You're gonna make your own animations or something. Yeah. Yeah, but you can see what I meant with, like, the... Oh, no, I think the positions, the rotations are fine on a few of them. Well. Okay, no. Yeah, the arms are backwards a little bit. I think I did all the arms backwards. Whoopsie. Yeah, in edit mode. And then the feet are bent upwards. But otherwise, yeah, it's hard to get the right rotations and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, our animation though looks fine. So yeah, that's how you do it, I guess. That's all there really is to it. Yeah. Let's put him in here. Oh hi, Glamrock Endo, made by Forsaken Gaming. What was that noise after I hit the button? Cool. Alright. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'll do like a follow-up with like other animation stuff and fixing the bones. Here we go. Let's fix them up a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, this is with Bonnie's bone positions. That's why it looks like that. But yeah. I love it. And I hope you guys love it too. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi. Sorry, one last thing. If you wanna, like, fix stuff, right? Like how I had the bones the wrong way, all you gotta do, let me go here real quick. So, like, if I had to, like, do this, right, and I had to fix it or whatever, right? I don't have to do the SkinnedMeshRenderer again, as long as we don't add any new bones or vertex groups. Even if you change the vertex groups that are already in here, you don't have to do the SkinnedMeshRenderer again. All you gotta do is re-export everything again with FBX. Like all the same as before, and just take the mesh this time in Unity. Export it like you did before, but don't take the SkinnedMeshRenderer, just take the mesh. And the new animation if you made a new one. But yeah, you only have to export the mesh, you don't have to do the SkinnedMeshRenderer again. Just want to say that. Alright, I love you. Bye.